Hello again, everybody. I know it's getting late, but I am still up doing these readings. Just had to let the phone charge a little bit. Died on the last one there, but it was the end, thank goodness. This is the Halloween Hallows season, which is your reading for the sign of Virgo. This is your sun, moon, or rising sign if it's in the sign of Virgo, or if you're cross-watching for someone who has sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Virgo. This is in celebration of my new YouTube channel, which is Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings, which will be having monthly and bi-monthly readings through the zodiac signs up on YouTube. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I'll get it all spruced up and done, and I'll transfer these videos over there as well. And then I will be doing uploads there. So we already have cards jumping out for Virgo here. This will be a general reading for the sign of Virgo for this hallowed season, this next month here, and then just generally within this next year here until Halloween next year as well, with the general ideas. And we will also do a love segment of the reading and what Virgo needs to let go of this hallowed season. So getting into the general reading, we have had the Queen of Pentacles pop up in the same place for so many readings. All right. So, getting into it with Virgo, or not into it with them, but into it for Virgo. I see, let's see here. We have a lot going on. We see some good fortune trying to come in for Virgo. So Jupiter is in the sign of Scorpio now, which is harmonious to Virgo. We see some Jupiter good luck energy coming in here. Definitely there is some endings here. A little bit all over the place. So let's see how to get in. I see friends being a big deal, which is why I'm seeing a lot of people. So your subconscious energy is in the King of Swords. So you're definitely wanting to network, communicate with others, have your friends around and close, and really just figuring out your opinions and ideals on things. You could also be psychoanalyzing yourself because the moon card is under there. So subconsciously you're trying to be very logical and literal about things, but you're still having a lot that you're sifting through. Could be a time where you're really doing a lot of counseling with yourself, or even going to a counselor, or having a close friend that you're sharing things who's kind of helping you decompress and break down a lot that you've been thinking about and going through and processing it. I definitely see that there could be a move with your home, which would be for the better. You have the Four of Wands here with the Wheel of Fortune. So I can see changes in the home, definitely. These should end up being for the better. So if you are having some relocation or just things that are changing, it could be sprucing up, things of that nature, that is very good. There's also a lot of opportunities for dating for Virgo, and I can see that here could be some third-party situations. Definitely if you are in a partnership, I do see an actual partnership here with Virgo. We have King and Queen of Wands, and yet I see the Three of Pentacles and another party here. So it looks like, Virgo, you might be attracted to somebody who is attached, and we're not even in the love portion yet, but I definitely see Virgo energy here showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, and then here again as the Seven of Pentacles, and yet then I see third party with a King and Queen. So some of you Virgos might be eyeing someone who's already in a committed relationship. They could be fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or have that in their chart. And so you really want to think about, it's like you've been waiting and seeing if they're going to break up or not, but I feel like you will be the one who will be severed in that situation. They're moving on to a lot of change and just really another level of stability with each other. So if you are the third party or the side person to another committed couple, it does look like they might even be getting engaged or having a baby together and moving forward, and that it is time to stop that waiting and continue on in your own way. This is coming up in the general portion. So for those of you in committed relationships, it's really a good time where the better bet, if you're wondering, is it better to stay in this partnership or to move on with this person that I've been curious about on the side, it does look like your own personal relationship is more fruitful at this time. Now this could also be in work or in school, or just in like a life situation, because this is the general portion, where if you're wondering you know, should I scrap what I've been doing and jump to something that seems easier and quicker and more pop-up? The answer is no at this time. Things will be going in your favor. So whatever feels like it hasn't been sprouting as much lately is going to come to fruition. And if you've been worried because some people are like giving you a hard time and it seems like they live high on life and they're getting everything done, in Virgo, you're over here working behind the scenes, you've gone through some breakups, you've gone through some negative times, and you're just like kind of counting your coins, trying to wait for them to add up. You know, Virgo is really trying to like, when are those fruits of my labor coming in? So if you're looking at these other people who seem like they live it up a lot more, these are the party people, these are people who it just seems like it's so much easier for them to just throw things together and get life going and that kind of thing. You're actually better to stay working at what you've been working on. You're a lot closer to getting success in it than you think. You know, it's like go with what you've planted and what you've done, not always chasing the new here, because everything's going to refresh. So there is a refresh button. It's not like you have to stay stagnant on things, but it's about knowing when, like right now, Virgo, you're trying to cut down your crops before they've even like, you know, come to harvest. Basically, it's like you take all this time and effort to create this, you know, relationship or job or, you know, line of work or whatever it is, you know, to climb up and get into a better situation. But now you're wondering, well, you know, it doesn't look so fun, it doesn't look so entertaining as what some of my friends have going on, and or what these people over here. So then you're rushing over and trying to get into what they've got going on over here and risk losing everything that you've saved up and worked up yourself. Now, you might be saying, well, it's a good partnership, like I should join in with them or something of that nature. For some of you where it's strictly work related, there can be some good situations too, if you can stop seeing it as competition and the other person doesn't see it as competition, to join into group projects and things, and that can bring you benefit. For those of you who are really in an insecure place and really sacrificing your own self-esteem and your own savings, even your own finances, your own just stability in life in order to fit in with others, it is not a good time to try to go in and try to compete with these kind of more fiery types of people who are, their life is made a little bit more that they can kind of crash and burn, and you know, they have a very dramatic relationship and everything, but that's not really what's working for you right now, Virgo. Okay, so drawing some oracles for your general reading, general portion. Let's see. Okay, we have Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. So really knowing your worth, not sacrificing, not letting others take what is your authenticity, not letting others take, you know, what you've worked hard for, and just kind of smush all over it, and even giving it away. You know, really with the Ten of Swords, you're kind of giving away, like I said, it could be your relationships, it can be your job, it could be your studies, or just whatever your path is that you actually worked for and you actually, you know, had something there. The jealousy or envy or just being attracted to these other people and their lifestyles can be really throwing that off for you. Or they can be coming in trying to, you know, take some of your stability. So this is about, you know, knowing that you're equal to others and they're equal to you, but that you accept that, you know, you deserve to have some stability there. Illumination, the skull of light. So really seeing, and this is coming with the forgiveness card, really seeing that your gift comes in forgiveness, not in tearing down. You know, that's where the good luck is going to come, and the positive energy here is by making a point to really look at the people in your life for who they are and how they are, and bringing forgiveness to yourself and to maybe some of the people that you've been really tough on lately. As you know, you've been very, very focused as you've been moving forward for success, and some of your friendships and alliances have been misplaced. So you're going to be having a lot of clarity over this next month and throughout the next year, and the way that you build your relationships, the way that you network, the way that you date, and things of that nature. And it's going to come with, you know, needing to have some forgiveness and reducing the burden. But with illumination here, everything is coming out, you know, it's coming out, you know, everything's shown, everything's in the light. And so in order to clearly cut all of the negative out, you're going to have to let everything come to light. And then you can have that forgiveness that you've been searching for. So remember that, you know, other people in your life are worth acceptance, and you're equal, you know, your equal attention to some of these other kind of fast life people you've been chasing. All right, so now let's go into the actual love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and see what we have going on here. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, love reading for this Hallow season and the overview for the next year. Love messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Love messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There we go. All right, King of Cups, you're definitely in a place where you want to be, you know, loving and romantic. But let's see, we have a few people coming up here. The Six of Swords. So really wanting to move on to another phase. Now in this one, they're taking a lover with them though. Usually the Six of Swords can be moving on in a lot of traditional decks from a lover. But for you in this case, it looks like there's one that you are wanting to take with you into the future. And it could be someone who, you know, first card down, we have a water sign here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Excuse me, it could be one that you are, you know, subconsciously you've relegated to, or maybe consciously to, okay, we're just going to be friends now and that kind of thing. But this looks like there's something else going on here where you're actually wanting to move to the future with them. Now, the thing is, you still got a lot of hot mess going on in your dating life, Virgo. Excuse me. Because right now, it's like in the future, you have family. You have, you know, there could even be a child with the Sun card. You have moving on and getting into a stable place, having a live-in relationship with somebody, having a secure partnership. If you're already married, things just going really, really well. However, you know, there's a lot of hard work that comes to getting that. You know, here's Virgo here. And here is the Eight of Pentacles. So you, and for some of you earth signs, will be dealing with another earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But, you know, it's hard work, it's investment. It comes to looking at your relationships with the practicality and realistic nature that you've had in your business or when you do school. And right now you're just like, Virgo's not wanting to do that. You're like, no, I want to be wild. I want to be spontaneous. And so we have the Devil card here with the Knight of Swords. So for some of you, you know, and we have the Sun card close by that. There can be some ego, some craziness. It can really be making you stay around, either arguing with your current partner a lot and being very flippy-floppy and wishy-washy, and 1 minute saying one thing and the next minute saying the other. Or it could actually be like getting very toxic partners and having them around a lot. So this could be either a Capricorn, a Leo, or a Gemini. For some of you, depending on who is watching, that you're dealing with. So these partners, you know, you're being drawn to, on the one side you have like this stable, loving partnership that has been on break or in the past of some nature that you could really move forward with, maybe someone that you have children with or your current partner. But at the other side, there's like this third party energy coming in, and you're split in the mind and really drawing these very chaotic types to you. So even if you are in a current relationship, you know, and there's, you know, this honest partner who wants to be here, a water sign, you know, even if you're in that committed relationship, the fact that your energy is starting to wander and you're wanting something different, you might start attracting these people who are very unstable, who are just about, you know, they're kind of answering your call to come in and mix up your love life and to bring this instability and this chaos and this craziness and this, you know, and then these are people who are going to talk too. They're not going to stay quiet. They're going to be on your social media about it. They might have planets in Gemini or in Aries or in Capricorn. You know, they're going to be talking about it. You're not going to be able to hide them so easy. They're going to be messaging and all of this kind of thing. So you really want to look, Virgo, and see, you know, do you want to risk the long-term security of this partner and family and even your job? Like all of this down here is like partner, family, job, happiness that you have, just because you're starting to feel like, you know what, I don't want to do work. Like I feel like it's obligation and I have enough responsibilities in life and I don't want to have to put that kind of responsibility into my relationship. And yet I see that you've really been taken by this person. Like you felt real love from this partner, from this water sign, and you know that this is the person like that can do the work for you, you know, and help you out and help you get past all of these crazies. And yet, you know, there's just like some arguments and wanting to kind of be free and play the field and things like that is there. Now, for some of you Virgos, it'll be your partner who is going through this. So for those of you who are casually dating, the partners who are serious, those who aren't just like out about partying and you know, kind of smoking, drinking, whatever the vice is, pill popping, whatever, They're not addicted to like an aggressive argumentative behavior. They're not, and there's a difference between like the pettiness arguing and the discussion that will come from these two. So the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, and the gender doesn't matter, between the earth and water signs, there's definitely some discussions that's happening. There's some hard work that's going into these relationships with the Eight of Pentacles, and it takes investment and planning. So it's not that you will always, with this other suggested partner from the past, the water sign, always have this smooth sailing, never bump heads. And I think that's what you're looking for. You're like, well, I just want the smooth sailing where, it's easy. But you're actually calling in these people who are very crazy and argumentative. Now, it could be with you if you are, you and your partner are good at this point. Could be third parties intervening. Could be those in local environments. It could be, one of your children or a cousin or an in-law or something of that nature who's coming in, who has a mental imbalance or who has a dependency of some way. I'm also getting it could be like a live-in boyfriend of a family member. Who's coming in that's somehow around you, Virgo, who's causing instability, or maybe like a friend's ex or a sister's ex or brother's ex or something of that nature, someone who's coming close into your circle and your family. So this could be what's throwing off you and your partner as you're trying to move forward and be in a good way with each other. So let's see what other advice we have for the love life of Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this hollow period, and the general advice moving forward over the next witch's year. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, it could definitely be like a sibling. Some of you might be comparing your relationships to your siblings' relationships as well. Like your siblings wild, so you want to be wild, or your siblings partnered, so you want to be partnered. So there is the energy to have your own mind. The people who you are around are definitely affecting your life, and again, your long-term security of your family and plans. Like these are all serious cards down here that lead to really good happiness. But you have to realize this is transmission. The spreading of conditions, influence, and impact. And again, the sign of Gemini might not be so healthy for the sign of Virgo right now, those who have Geminian planets. It is saying that, there's that side of the twins, that energy there that's going on. There could also be children involved, so more than one. So think of the future of the children as well. But this is talking about, realize that those around you, how they influence you. So, we had that kind of jealousy that was going on with the Wands types, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and this kind of competition with them. So this is saying to really take care of who you're around, and also realize that even your loved ones' relationships are kind of bleeding into your own at this time. So over the next year, you're really going to want to, look to that. And even if you care, I know Virgos are fixers, and you want to, fix, it might be easier for you to fix your loved ones' relationships than your own. It's important to remember to step back and make sure you have space. This also is a good time, as this is a love reading, to make sure you are checked in your health, Virgo, because this is saying transmission. Make sure as you're dating and everything that everything is healthy. You have a lot of earth cards here. Make sure everything is healthy in your love life. So witness, to know, personal evidence, and to speak out. So this goes with that illumination card that you had got, and talking about things coming to light. So this is saying here in your love life, witnesses. It's not a good time to try to have a third party situation. It's not a good time to cheat on your partner. It's not a good time to, go after a person who is secure. So some of you might be going after, again, someone who is in a secure partnership. Somebody who already has a family or has children, either here or on the way or both. So, or some people might be thinking about getting back into their vices, getting back into certain addictions and things, and just bad habits, bad behaviors, and falling off. So this is like, it's going to be found out. It says to know, personal evidence, and to speak out. And like I said, with all this kind of Gemini energy and air sign energy, could be a Libra or an Aquarius as well. Like people are going to talk about it. It's going to be blown up on social media. So the other card that you have is reason. Listen to advice, think clearly, intellect. So, Virgos, as much as you like to give the advice, you do need to listen, and your subconscious energy had been that King of Swords, having a friend who will be detached, who can tell you the truth about things, help you sort through your crazy emotions that are all over the place sometimes, and help you get a clear head on, what you should actually be investing in life and what not to sacrifice at this time. There's a lot of beautiful security and love and family here and romance, you know, true commitment of the heart available to you. But there's, you know, some cheap thrills that are really risk squandering it. So don't waste your good love energy and mess up your long-term plans and finances for a partner who is about the cheap thrills. Okay, Virgo? So now the last segment, we'll go ahead and see what you need to release this cycle of your life. So this is for the hallowed season, you know, this coming month here. What does Virgo need to release? Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. What does the sign of Virgo need to release this hallowed season? Nope. And it's ready to go. Okay. Again, we have that Queen of Wands in reversed. So this is, you know, letting go of, especially if some of you have like a sugar baby on the side or something that is not, hi, thank you, yes, sorry, I haven't been saying my decks. This is the Deviant Moon deck here. The first part of the reading was the Santa Muerte deck. We have the Halloween Oracle that I was reading with, and the Le Vampire Oracle, and then the Zombie Tarot, which is super cool. Thanks for watching. Just rattling away over here. So yes, what you want to release, Virgo. The Queen of Wands is reversed again. So if you've been competing with the Queen of Wands, if you had that other partner on the side, again, the gender doesn't have to be female just because it says queens, but these fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, it's if you already know that they're not good, they're messing up stuff, they're interfering, it is really time to let go of them. Also, we have the Six of Pentacles here in reverse. So this person is just like, they're keeping you dangling, Virgo. They are keeping you dangling, and look at, like, they are just taking your hard work, they're taking your hard and your investment. Could be Capricorns as well, or other earth signs. Like we said, it's echoing, you know, what we read in the first portion, that they could be a sign that you need to let go of. So don't let people be messing up your work. You know, this is a page. So your children, again, think of your safety and security for your children long term, those of you who have children, and really releasing those things who you don't have reciprocity from these people. You know, we saw that you had a potential partner, the water sign there, who is bringing in love and balance for you. But these fire signs are being very draining right now to Virgo, those of them who are unstable. So really releasing any of this competition or keeping up with the Joneses that's been going on, so that you can invest in yourself and have that security and stability for your long-term happiness, okay? All right, Virgo, thank you so much. Please subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. Go ahead and like and share and tag the page, and check out the other videos that are going on already here on Bohemian Stars page with your sun, moon, and rising. And I will continue to charge my phone and do more live readings. So I will be back with Libra reading shortly.